Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Pursuing Excellence podcast. I'm your host Jaden, and today we're going to be talking about societal pressure, why it is real, how it is real in our world today, and how it is basically, you know, killing these younger generations, my generation, then generations coming up after us. So we'll talk little bit about that. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, and we're also on all audio podcast platforms. So Spotify, that's Apple Podcasts, that's Google Podcasts, whatever it is, whatever medium you use to listen to your podcast audio wise, we're on there. So make sure you check us out. Pursuing Excellence. We're also on Instagram, TikTok. Follow us on the socials. Now, um, like I said, societal pressure is a huge problem, and now we live in a culture where social media plays a role in this too, but now with people having access to all sorts of digital media platforms and all sorts of social media forums and things like that, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, you all down the list. Like so many of these platforms, it makes it to where there's like narratives form, right? Narratives form, and it kind of tells you how you have to live your life in order to like just tell you a specific way you need to live your life in order to survive or succeed in today's time, in 2024, whatever. Like that's and it's all a bunch of like you know BS because it's like not like for example how they tell you that society tells you that you need to wear this stuff or you need to look like this or you need to talk like this or be this way, and it's like it's so weird, and it's stuff like that. And it's a serious issue because it's driving people like to suicide and things like that, and it's causing a lot. It causes a lot of distress, especially among like people in our age demographic. Like I'm 20 right now, so like Gen Z, our crew and generations coming up after us. So and I'm really like scared for them, especially because even though we have it bad right now, at least when we were growing up, we didn't really grow up in this type of environment. We didn't really grow up in this type of societal pressure, as opposed to some of these young, up and coming generations. Like they're having to go through this, like kids that are growing up, kids that are like ages basically two. They're like um, 10, 11 right now, 12 even. Like kids are gonna have to grow up through this time. Like it's gonna be really bad, and I only think it's gonna get worse. I mean, to me, yeah, it's only gonna get worse from here on out, and it's a shame because you're told to that you have to follow the wave and do this and that, or else you won't be like let me tell you something. It's like I don't care what people think, and I don't care you know um I don't care like how I'm supposed to be told about. Like, I live my life how I'm supposed to according to the Word of God, and that's what I believe. That's what I'm firm in my faith in Jesus Christ. And His Word tells me that I'm supposed to live my life to best to glorify Him and to bring others to Christ and to try to be the best version of myself that I can possibly be, and that is being me, myself. No one, nobody else who nobody else wants me to be. And I think it comes to understanding that you have to be you have to become one with yourself, and you have to understand that you are who you are. And at the end of the day, you can't really change. I mean, you can change, but it's like you're always going to be you. And, that's just how it is. Like for the rest of your life. And so you can't you may appearance wise you can change yourself or your personality or even in some aspects, but like deep down intrinsically you can't change who you are because that's something that's been set in stone since you were created, and that's however you guys however you believe that happened for you. But I'm saying in my case, though, I believe that when God created us all, He created us. He already had a plan in mind of how He wanted us to be, how the character He wanted us to have, or the type of personality He wanted us to have, all those things, and then of course all the extrinsic qualities like appearance and skin color, all that stuff, right? Then that was put into place, but He already knew from the beginning that He already planned this in His head that hey, this person, I'm going to make them like this, and this is going to be their purpose, their future, their vision in life. So that's something I was thinking about, right? Like 'cause nobody truly knows what their purpose is. I mean, well, some people may know, but I mean, like, maybe on a deeper intrinsic level, like, do you truly know why you are here? And so that's a question I think we all have to ask ourselves. And some of you may already know the answer to it. Like I said, some people may not. I don't know specifically the answer to that question for me. I don't know what my true purpose is. I do know that I'm here to do everything I can to bring glory to Jesus Christ um, and to continue to be the best version of myself that I can possibly to work to be the best version of myself that I can possibly be, and to help others, to care for others, to just be a light in this dark world, right? And because the world is a very evil place, and it's times like these now where we all have to stand together instead of trying to tear each other apart, and I think society is trying to pressure us to do that, kind of coming back to the societal pressure thing, but it's pressuring us to be jealous of people, and especially our closest friends and things like that, even family. It's just pressuring us to have hate and anger in our hearts. Like that's not necessary. That's not good for your soul. It's not worth it, right? That's just something I'm thinking about. And so now that I'm at this point in my life, I'm a junior in college right now, my second semester, kind of transitioning to the point where I'll be a senior soon. And so it'll come to a point soon where I'm going to be going to the real world. So it's like now is the time where you have to really learn, to find yourself and become one with who you are and accept who you are, and it's like, hey, be proud of it. Be proud of who you are. Don't let society tell you to change to be somebody else because it may not be popular, it may not be what other people want, or this and that. Like, who cares? Me. I feel like at the end of the day, what's meant to happen for you will happen for you, and what's not won't. And so that goes in any aspect, wherever it is, whether it's dream jobs or future goals or relationships or things like that. Like things that are meant to happen for you will happen for you, and things that aren't, they won't happen for you. It's coming to that understanding. But at the same time, though, you know, those goals and those things you have, strive for them. Work your hardest to get them. Put the effort in to go and get them because you don't know when time will be up. So it's like the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to take advantage of them. You have to pounce on them. You have to jump on them. And because if you don't, they'll be gone in like the blink of an eye. And it's especially true because time is such a fragile concept, and it's something that you know we don't truly understand. Time is something that is outside of our grasp, outside of our understanding, outside of our reality. And so it is a concept that does not, it is not controlled by any other variable. Like it is, just a, what's the word? It's just a level, just abstract point of reality. Like time is something that it's just set, and then it goes and goes and goes. It's ongoing, continuing to go on, and But however, each of us, time doesn't wait for us, but we have our own time limit. So it's like when that happens, you want to have something in your life. So that's just a matter of, man. Like I'm just trying to get to a point now where I'm working towards getting what I want and doing the things I have to do to achieve my goals, right? So that's the most important thing. But don't let this culture, this twisted, sick culture, make you think that what you're doing is wrong and that you need to live the hood life, or you need to you know do this and that. You need to treat people like this and treat people like that. It's just like it's all unnecessary. I mean, being a young man in 2024, right now it's hard. I'm gonna do an episode about this next week too, more specifically in that aspect. But right now it's hard. It's hard for all of us. But being a young man, in 2024, I have the future ahead of me. Then I have to be able to focus and have the discipline to stay on top of on what's important, prioritize what's important. Being able to ignore outside pressure, outside noise, and just know why. Know what I'm here to do, know why I'm here. And I think that's the most important thing that we all have to realize at the end of the day. It's you can't what's the word, like, yeah, yeah, it's basically having tunnel vision. To kind of sum it up, I mean, because the world's going to tell you, well, you may never, if you keep acting like this, if you keep going about life the way that you're going about, you're never going to get what you want. People aren't ever going to do this for you, or you're not ever going to get this person, or whatever the situation is. That's just not true, because what do they know? No, they don't know that. They're basing that off of what the media and what Twitter X now is telling them, and TikTok and Instagram. Like it's just full of hate, and it's really the devil just trying to bring you down. And like I can't have that. Like I can't have that in my life. I'm here. I know I'm here for a higher purpose, a higher reason. That's to like I said, to serve Christ and to be the best version of myself that I can possibly be. And I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect. Perfection does not exist except for in one person. Again, that's me. That's my foundation. That's my belief. I'm just saying that. I'm not trying to sway anybody or say anything like that. That's not the point of this podcast. The point of the podcast is I'm just telling you that's what my foundation is stuck in. That's what my base is. So I believe only one person is perfect, and all of us here on earth are not. We're not perfect. We make mistakes. We're gonna mess up. But it's just a matter of, can we learn from our failures? Our failures help shape and grow us. We've all experienced those times. So it's like, society will tell you that, after that you experience that failure, to give up. It would tell you to give up. It would tell you that you're worthless, you're meaningless, you don't mean anything. And it would kind of put this imprint in your mind that you're not useful at all. You're just a worthless piece of paper in the world, and that's the narrative that is trying to force into us, and we can't listen to it. We have to ignore it. So at the end of the day, it falls on everybody else's their own decision making, to whether they want to listen to that fake narrative, or are they going to continue to make the right decisions, do the right thing, stick in what they believe in, and just be proud of themselves, and proud of who they are, and accept themselves for who they are and what they bring to the table. Everybody's got different talents, different abilities, different gifts, but if we use it for the right thing, we and come together, then there's like, this world would be, we could be so much more powerful than what we already are, because we're using our abilities, our different gifts for the right reasons. So all that to say, I come back to the point of societal pressure is real, and it's bad, and it's something that it's going to always be here. It's going to get worse for these upcoming generations, but we have to fight it. We have to stay disciplined, stay locked in, and just continue to do the right things, do the things that we're meant to do the things that we're supposed to do. So I feel like that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Like, guys, out there listening, just be proud of yourself, man. Be proud of who you are, and what everybody, you've got talents. God has blessed you with unique abilities, and know that. Be proud of that, and use it to glorify Him. Use it to, or whatever your base is, but use that, to make the world a better place. That's just my take. So that's why we want to hop on the podcast and say, guys, talk about societal pressure, and it's a bad thing. And at the end of the day, it's like I said, you just have to, you have to do what you're meant to do, and stay disciplined, stay locked in. Because think about it. If you really sit down and you think about it, you analyze it. When it's all said and done, all this stuff isn't going to be here. None of it. All this, stuff that society's telling you, that culture's telling you that's cool, that's this and that, this life is cool, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it'll get you money, it'll get you girls, but like, where's it going to get you 10, 15 years from now? Are you going to be set up? Are you like, where's it going to get you? It's either going to get you, in jail, dead, or, just poor and hopeless, and you have no sense of direction. That type of life and those type of influences are just going to get you in one of those three places, and I don't want to be in any of those three places. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't. So that's why I'm trying to work, to stay disciplined, stay on the right path, and just it's almost like you're playing a long game. We're in the end game now, so it's like. When it's all said and done, when the dust settles, where do you want to be? Where will you be? It's a question you have to ask yourself. So that'll wrap us up here for Pursuing Excellence today, guys. We appreciate you tuning in, watching. Gonna try to post them here more often. I know I haven't been consistent with them. I'm working on that. Like I said, we're all got things we're working on. So that's one of the things I'm working on. But thank you guys, and we will see you next time on Persuade.